Hello everyone, my name is Churchill and today I'm going to show you how I modeled this. Start by importing my file from Illustrator, resetting the coordinates so that they can be in the center of the workspace. So I'm just going to zero out all these coordinates and then select the other one and then also zero them out. Now they are all aligned at the center. So now with both selected, I go holding Alt and then put all of them in our extrude knob. Adjust the size of the extrusion. So I'm just adding several subdivisions along so that when we will be bending it, we have faces to work with. So I added some caps and fillets and cap. Just adjusting the caps and trying what works best. So I'm adding that tube and then putting so I'll have it there as just some extra element. I might change it to something else, maybe like a fan. Just scaling and positioning the cube. No, scaling and positioning the tube, sorry. So we're making where we are going to write the text. So like a text background, 3D text background. So just position it. So even this background, I might change it depending on how it will interact with the bend deformer, because we are going to bend this around. So if it bends okay, then we are going with it. If it doesn't, then we are not going to use it. So we just want to add more details down here. Just making that editable and then deleting those points, adjusting that lower part, then holding control, holding alt, put it in the extrude knob, and then you move it down. You maybe move it out on the Z and then move it down. So I think this looks good, so you're going to position it there, and then we just move it, adjust these top points. I think we should delete those, and then make these ones hard interpolation, and then just move it down, slightly intersecting the background. So yeah, that's mostly it for that part. So let's continue, and then make sure you save. So add text, change the font. So you're going to use uppercase, then looking for a bolder font. And then middle. For alignment, you align it in the middle or center alignment. So even this name still might change, because this is just something I'm trying to teach and show you also how easy it is to change the names. So I'm just adjusting caps and fillets, or fillet cap. So at this point, I'm just trying to make it adjust the settings to my preference, because I want it to look like a hard surface. I will not put many subdivisions or steps, so the steps will be fewer, so that it looks hard, like a hard surface, like a metallic surface or something like that. So this cylinder here, we're going to use it as the screws for attaching the background, the text background. So we're going to put one there, and then move it around the center, increase the radius, and then reduce the height, and then get something like that. You just need to adjust it a little. You need to also reduce the steps or the segments, so it looks something like that, and then just duplicate it by holding Control, click and drag to the left. And holding Control again, click and drag at the bottom there, and move it in a little bit, and reduce the radius, because the attachment there is different from the rest. So I'm just adjusting several elements to make it look better. So yeah, I think I need also another one to be used, like a screw to be used there, and then maybe, and this one's probably the final result might not have them. We might change several of things. So yeah, select everything, and then we want to do so this is the reason why I was using triangles, or adding more segments on the surface of the text and also on the surface of the rest of the elements, so that when I use a bend deformer or any other deformer, you get a uniform deformation. So grouped everything, applied a bend immediately after the null, So I'm adjusting the strength, but then I need to rotate it so that it bends towards that direction, like so. Yeah, so for the text BG, you remember saying it might change, because now look at how the bend deformer is bending it, and it doesn't look good. Yeah, see? So we need to change that. So let's just use I think a cube instead. Yeah, it doesn't look good, so let's just use a cube instead. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe if someone has ideas on how to fix the bend, and share it. But just I'm going back to using a cube as the text BG, because I can control those segments, and also you can get a uniform bend. So I'm just going to use this cube here. I think I should disable the bend first. Just disable that bend, align everything, and then once it's nicely aligned, and then now you can enable the bend. Make it a little bit thinner, and then yeah, something like that. So add more segments, like so. Yeah, so now this one doesn't have that problem. So I think if your extrude knobs can't bend well, just use a cube, but now you will not have more control when you're applying texture. Because with the extrude knob, you can even apply textures on the roundings and caps. Cap 1 and cap 2, rounding 1 and rounding 2. So yeah, so this is how it looks so far. So I just duplicated the text, and then now this one is the one we are going to call DJ. So this is called DJ Spice, but DJ Spice, it might actually change. I'm going with another name. I might go with another name later, but the concept is still the same. It's just changing the name. So I'm going to use the same font, but then make it a little bit thinner, so you have something like that. And then you just need to move it a little bit. So yeah, this is how it looks, guys. So probably if I get so I think I told you I would change this upper part, so I'm going to just increase the height of the tube, and then I just want to build like a fan there, so that will keep spinning. So I'm just giving it 2 segments. Why am I not seeing this? Yeah, enable that so they can see your segments. Then make it editable by pressing C on your keyboard, and then select those 2 points, select all those points, and then you want to no, you can select those points and then rotate it. So, and then put it inside a cloner, a radial clone, and then adjust the orientations, the rotation, and the radius, and then you need like maybe 6, and then put a capsule in the middle to hold them together. It's not actually holding them, but just put it in the middle, look like it's holding them together. So yeah, and then reduce the height. I think that's okay. I think pretty much it. So I think should group the capsule and the clone, then bring it inside, then enable all this. So I think you should at this point just rotate it, scale it down, position it there. I should disable this band for me to see things clearly. Yeah, so we have that. Just center it, something like that, almost touching but not really touching. So you have that. Yeah, so I think that's okay. So I'm going with that. And for now it just looks basic and doesn't actually resemble whatever. So when we enable the bend, you see there's some changes there. The curvature makes it gives it some sort of depth, not just flat. So the next thing we are doing, we are going to add a mesh on top of the fan. Some sort of protection. You protect the birds from flying into the fan. Yeah, so we're just going to put a rectangle there, and then we're going to use atomic array. Yeah, so he's going to put that there. Then maybe just increase the radius a little to hide those and scale that down. So yeah, those segments, and then we put it inside an atomic array. So we go to there, atomic array, put it inside, and then you have those. Then reduce the sizes. Now you have your mesh. So there are better ways of making a mesh, but this is how I go with it. And I don't make the plain rectangle editable, so that maybe in future when I want to edit something on it, change the width of the wires, or the radius of the wires, or the segments, I can just go in and do the changes. So we are going to add another lining by duplicating the same tube and then adjusting it like so. So this will actually give it some more nicer look when you're texturing, and then the two have different textures. So like so, and then yeah, I think that's pretty much. So at this point is I should be thanking you for watching, but we still have a few more minutes to go. So subscribe, like, share, comment, ask any question regarding this tutorial or any other that you have. So I'm also thinking of getting a place where I can also share this material. So for now we are going to make a spring, like some wires connecting the fan to some power source. So we're just going to create a basic shape there and bring it to the front, and then you have that shape. So what you're going to use here is called there's a plugin called Reaper X. Reaper X is a free plugin. You can actually download and install. So after setting up everything like so So we are going to just adjust a few, just adjust that, then just save, then go to plugins and then Reaper X. So you put the spline as a child of the Reaper, and then you have your springs. One click, you have your wires running from the fan to the power source. So we're assuming the power source is down there. So we're just adjusting the radius and the coiling. So it looks like that. So we have that. So I'm just trying to find that other point. I don't know why I can't find it. Yeah, there you go. So we just need to move it a little bit. And all these are prone to changes. The adjustments can still be made. So concept is the same. The final result might not look the same. So I'm just finding a way to put the wires to run there nicely and also add some design aspects to it. So yeah, I think we'll go with that for now. So I'll just rotate things a little so that they don't intersect that much. Like so. Yeah. I think we're going to go with that. Then I'm going to add a symmetry so that I don't have to do the same on the other side. So you have that. So again, add a cube so that the wires don't look like they're just attached onto the fan, so they like getting into a somewhere like so. So this is it. Putting it into symmetry, you are able to edit both sides, but only from one side. So you're editing this one, and the other side is also updating. Saves you a ton of time doing the same thing twice. So you have that. Just increase the radius, and then you need to go here and then move that a little bit inwards. Yeah, so just trying to make the side that people are going to see more neat. While you hide the rest that they're not going to see. It's cheating, eh? So yeah, this is how it looks so far. So thanks for watching, and the next part is animation. I don't think I'll cover texturing, but probably I might cover texturing. So I think I'll cover animation and texturing. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Boy, you didn't even make a noise apart from that sneeze that was tickling your nose.